everyone, we are Team 1 and today we are presenting our final presentation for the Data Visualization Project 1. I am Arihant, this is Akshat, and behind the camera we have Aryan. Now Akshat is going to introduce our project and what it is about.
Our project is to go over a site on Pancake race hosted in Olney and find data which is either not well represented or just put in text. Then think of what questions can be answered through this data if it was much well represented through different charts or visualizations. We then found 3 such questions, one per person, and represented them through various charts so that they could answer many questions more precisely and accurately while looking much more beautiful than normal text or tables. Now Arihant will describe his first question.
So, before I do that, let me show you the data set of my first question. The race, Pancake race, has been organized in the city of Olney from a very long time. But recently, from the 1950s, it has also been hosted in the United States, where they found out about this race and they were also interested to do something like this. So there is a town in the United States called Kansas, where they started this race in the 1950s, and this data on the website shows which town among them had a winner. So whichever player had the lower time among the 2 cities each year gets counted as a winner. So as you can see on this data, it wastes a lot of space. As we have learned in class, the data visualization should be succinct and they should be clear, concise. Here, the same data has been represented in 3 circles, which is unnecessary. For my question, which is, which town had more number of wins? I combined these 3 into one pie chart. So as you can see, this is our hosted website and this is my visualization. This is the pie chart, which is designed like a frying pan containing a pancake. The handle represents the title of this visualization. And as you can see, the colors and the butter in the center make it look more like a pancake. From this data, we can infer that this town of Little has almost half or slightly more than half wins, and the other town only has less wins. There have been 3 draws which were there due to various reasons, such as the race being cancelled due to COVID and so on. Now Akshat is going to describe the second visualization.
So my question for the second question was, out of all the years that the race has took place, who exactly were the winners and what were the trends followed by winning? Were there any other factors that affected one city winning over the other? So the current data is represented through a table which shows which year who was the winner and names of the local and global winner. The problem with this representation is that it doesn't allow us to understand any trends or infer any other data through this tabular representation. So I chose a 2-sided bar graph to represent this data. Now this is not only more concise, takes less space and more visual, but it also helps us see that various trends are followed, mostly affected by players. We can see once a city wins, the chances of it keep winning for the next few years is very probable. This is because if a city has an exceptional player, then till that player participates, the chances of that player winning are high. This data could not be inferred through the previous tabular representation. This is also more clean as the player names and year are represented on hovering as shown by Aryan just now. This question is making that table representation look much better and answering various new questions that table did not answer. Now moving to our third question, which is done by Aryan Mascara, who is taking the video. So I am describing his question. First of all, let me tell you something about pancake race. As the name suggests, pancake race is a race which is somewhat related to pancakes. In this race, First of all, only women participate in this race, and they start at the marketplace, where they have to, at starting line, they have to carry a frying pan which has a pancake inside it, then run around 300 meters to the church and flip the pancake to complete the race. If the pancake falls off, they lose the race. It is this is the race because of some historical reasons. But the main question here is that the data represented in various images is very less. Aryan's question is, where does this race take place? What are the event schedule? When does a particular event happen? And so on. These are many common questions that are there for all possible events. But each of them is answered on a different page and through different visualization, which makes it very clumsy and easy to miss a lot of data. So Aryan has made a very complex and concise representation which answers all of these questions at once. Here, the route of the race, that is the track, is used as a timeline, which not only shows the map of the event and the track, but also the schedule of the event. Furthermore, all the events are classified into groups so that it is easier to find a particular event throughout the entire day. For example, a person just wants to participate in the main race. They could easily see that the main race is represented by pink color, and through here they could see the exact timings, when does it start and when does it end. He doesn't need to go through the entire table just to find when the main race is taking place. This is also animated, which makes people viewing it on a digital media much more fun. Thank you. That was all for our presentation.